Morning, morning. We're going to do a Plank-O-Rama. Planks for 20 minutes. Yeah, you can't hold a plank for 20 minutes. Of course not. It's like a gift of time that we're going to perfect our form. The cool thing about it is you see how long you can hold it. You rest out of it and then see if you can go back to it again. So we don't want to do things that hurt. We have forearm, high plank, and side planks. 5 rounds. Each thing we do is for a minute. So you've got that minute of time to work until you can. You're feeling it in your back, your neck. Rest out of it and come back. We're going to work with the breath. First plank we have on the docket. So this is all planks. Elbows under those shoulders. Make sure you have that good plank position. The head is up. That's a big thing with planks is sometimes I'll see that head starting to drop down. That's not okay for your neck. So keep the plank in line. If you want to grab a mirror, that would be a great idea. Put it next to you so you're not maybe seeing this kind of stuff going on. No, bring it up in the abs, the thighs, and the kneecaps. Press back through your heels. Now the option here is going to be the body saw. And this will come back again. If this bothers your shoulders or your back, right down into that child's pose, stretching as necessary. And we want to take those big deep breaths. And remember to work and rest. Inhales and exhales. We got 5 seconds here. Stretching when you need to. We're going to transition into a high plank. So if you're having any elbow, wrist, or shoulder problems, stay down on the forearm. Don't do things that hurt. The low impact option here is to walk in and back, and then do 2 side taps, side to side. So we go in, back, back, side tap. And a little option here, we jump, back, and 2 jacks. 30 seconds. So you either got step, step, and side tap. Or you let that frogger jack. Nice and strong, 2 jacks. 18 seconds, make it yours. Trying to keep those hips down low. Getting that side tap, and a little side action there. 10 seconds. Back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get into our stretch a little bit. And we've got our side plank. So side plank, we've got 3 options. Bring it onto one side. And make sure, again, using that mirror, elbow right under the shoulder. You don't want the arm like that. That pinches the shoulders and keep the neck long. Try not to sink. Lengthen. You're either on the side of the hip, you can be on the side of the bottom part of that knee, or you can straighten both legs, either stack or stagger, all right? You can reach the arm up. 24 seconds. So I want you to feel you're lifting up from the bottom. You've got a sling under your hip, lifting that hip up. Get your brain thinking about your oblique. 10 seconds. Strong and tight. Again, nothing like that. Head in line with the spine. 4, 3, 2. We're going to switch sides. Nice stretch off of that little mermaid. Oh. Remember, you don't have to do a minute of each exercise, right, Ludus? We work in our pain-free range. Opposite elbow under shoulder. We've got that hip down. We've got the side of the knee giving us a little more support. Or straight, stack or stagger. I like the stagger. Get your sling under this hip. Lift it up. Open through your chest. You can even look up that arm. It's going to keep that neck more neutral again. No, no, no. Check that posture. Squeeze up from the bottom. Getting our side plank. Great stabilization exercise for internal and external obliques. Got 12 seconds. You rest out of it when you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ease down. Getting that mermaid. We go back to our forearm plank. And we're doing some hip dips. Good old hip dipper. So we want to keep our rib cage stationary. We're going to be rotating the hips. Elbows under those shoulders. Squeeze your legs together. And then just rotate right hip, center, left hip, and center. You can always stay with that stationary plank, crushing the plank, taking those big deep breaths. Hip dippers, if you've got back issues, they might not feel so good. So don't do things that hurt. You know about me. Like say bad feelings are bad. Remember you're working, resting. Keeping it tight, guys. 20 minutes of time doesn't mean you have to do each exercise for that whole minute. I would prefer you to take breaks. That's how you're going to build your strength. You're going to avoid injury. You don't want to do things that hurt. 3, 2, ease it forward. High plank again. Remember, get your energy back. Planks are great until they're not, so don't do things that'll put you in a position that you're gonna hurt your back or your shoulders. We're doing a reach through, switch, and reach. And just bring it across underneath you. Hands directly under those shoulders. I have to check in my posture every now and then because I want to keep it tight. Oh, 25 seconds. Now let's bring it into a cat or camel or child's pose. So you're thinking, you know, I'm going to do the work as solidly as possible. I try to avoid like do the best you can because sometimes that feels like a little bit of a cop out. So think strong, tight thoughts. Now let's get a little down dog in there. Woo! Getting that side plank going on. Let's bring that elbow directly under your shoulder. Nice and open through the hips. Hip, side of the knee. You can have your hand down for support too. Reach the arm up if you like. We're going to do lift, so squeeze up. Lift as you exhale. Elbow under that shoulder. Ooh. Keeping those shoulder blades, keeping that squeeze in between the shoulder blades, 28 seconds. You can always stay with the isometric hold, getting that sling under that bottom hip, squeezing it up. Breathing through it. Pulse it if you like, straight leg if you like. You can always come out of that side plank and into a stretch anytime. Oh, feeling the obliques. Oh, I love them. 4, 3, 2, and mermaid. Oh, a little stretchy time in your life. You know, it's not all work. It's like a symphony. It's like a symphony for the core. And then we just go a little bit, and then we dial it down, getting that Goldilocks just right. On the side, we want to honor our shoulder, have that elbow directly under there, keep the neck in line with the spine, so no drops you down. Beyond that hip, you can reach that arm up. We can add those lifts on the side, so we're squeeze it up. And that sling underneath that bottom hip. So this area of the body is what you're trying to get your brain connected to. So we're contracting that oblique. Squeezing up. Getting the side of that butt too. Open the chest up. Then you want to look up that arm a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Easing it down. Getting that little mermaid. We're back to the forearm plank. Oh, we're almost halfway there, guys. Forearm plank, hip extension. I like this exercise. It creates a little bit of balance work on the forearm, lifting the right leg and the left. You might feel a little teeter-totter here, so we really want to suck in those abs, get the work, get the rest. Anytime you need that break, take it. Mixing it up, a little Plank-O-Rama today. 20 minutes of planks. You're just working to get those quality reps, build in your stretches. Oh, Looters, was that your tail? My goodness. I don't think it was, but I didn't hear any yowling. 5, 4, 3, 2, getting that stretch. Now high plank, it's gonna be more of an active recovery plank. We're doing Spiderman Reach. Have your hands right under those shoulders. Bringing one leg up at a time. Feel that big lift in that extended leg. Feel that big butt stretch. And switch. Push back through the heel. Lift up through the thigh and the kneecaps. So Spiderman Reach. Stretching our legs, stretching our bunzers out. Push the floor away. Drop those shoulders back and down. Stay in that strong plank in the upper body. Pushing the floor away. We want to spread out the fingers. Spread out the fingers. 18 seconds. Oh, having technical difficulties. And also my arms are giving out. Shake the wrists off. 8 seconds here. We're going back to that side plank. 3, 2, 1 to the side. This is going to be a jolly fun exercise. So from the side of the knee, or bringing it up, we're going to take the leg forward, and we're going to take the leg back. In the side plank, so lift up from the bottom, use the side of your butt to move that leg around. Elbows right under that shoulder. Straighten the legs if that feels better for you. But I know like 20 minutes of planks is an awful long time there. But that's a good thing. It's something to work toward. Fitness should be like a game. And, see how many great reps you can get. It's not about slopping along, being, I'm going to do the best I can. We can do better than that. We're stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2, mermaid stretch. So use it like a game. Think, how many breaths can I get in a minute, which is usually around 12. See how many breaths you can get, and then take that rest. And then you might notice, instead of getting 3 breaths, I'm getting 4 breaths before I feel it in my neck or I feel it in my lower back. And tapping it forward and back. So I never expect you to do anything for an extended amount of time without building breaks in there, because it just ends up being a pacing mentality. Oh, feel the side of that butt. Oh, I love this. I do love planks. Stretch out of it as necessary. You're feeling that bottom side too. That's the cool thing. These movements, we're using all kinds of muscles, stabilizing. 3, 2, 1. Getting that mermaid stretch. Forearm plank. We're going back to the hip dipper. Knee down. So you might feel, I just want to stop right now. I think if I'm going to do any more, then I'm going to end up hurting myself. You've already come 16 minutes, is it? I don't know, I can't add. But it's been a long time. We've done 3 rounds of these exercises. We've got 2 more to go. We're doing our hip dippers, guys. Oh, squeeze. So you're thinking about the breath. Counting those breaths. Maybe you get to 3 or 4 breaths before you start to feel like you're getting slower and less effective. Then you stop and stretch. Everybody's going to be different as far as that goes. That's why it's a rest-based training. We're going to come up onto the hands into that high plank again. We're going back to reach through. If you don't like this exercise, holding a high plank, bring it down onto the forearm plank if this gives the wrist or the elbows, shoulders any problems. Squeezing it under. Good, lift that bottom side up so we get the oblique in, the bottom side oblique. 32 seconds. And again, the arms are kind of shimmering here. We just did a great Metcon class, and this would be a great complement to just really fire up that core. We worked it a lot with our dumbbells. This would be just a great stabilizing session to really fire up those abs. 10 seconds. If you're just starting out, do 5 minutes. Do 2 minutes. As many as you feel comfortable. And we're going to stretch here. And we're getting into our side plank. Then that side with the bent, side with the straight, stagger, stagger. Arm can lift or keep it down. We're gonna pulse it up here. You can also use any of these videos to watch and learn. If you're trying to do them and figure them out at the same time, it can be a little confusing. So sometimes, especially if we're a visual learner, to watch the exercise, let your brain process it that way, and then try to practice it a little bit. You got 13 seconds. We're gonna switch sides, squeezing it up there. Plank-O-Rama. Oh, it's burning. Maybe you got two. That's all I got. I don't care. We're gonna switch. Remember to stretch. You have just 5 minutes left in this Plank-O-Rama. Bring it up. You can stack those feet a little harder. I just don't find it too comfortable. Lifting that bottom side up. Remember, we get that sling, lifting the hips right up toward the ceiling. Squeeze. Get that brain thinking about your internal and external obliques. Right along where that muffin top area is. I know you like working that. Oh, stretch when you need to. Body's just like shaking. The abs get tired. This is a great way to train them with the breath and the squeezing and the form. So we're really focusing on doing things correctly, not rushing through. If you're like, this is absolute misery, I would suggest that you stop and stretch and try it again another day. We got one more round, guys. Coming down, getting the mermaid, 4 minutes to go. And just like that, you've done 16 minutes of planks. Working and resting. It's like a give and take. You'll yin and yang. You're like, I don't want to do any more planks. This is when you should stop and just relax, lay down, watch it a little bit. And then you may feel you're recovered and you want to start going back at it again. We got 30 seconds for the body stop. No, I'm getting tired too. I just love doing planks though. Chin up and in. Get our last round here. Get those inhales and exhales. 15 seconds. And still get a lot of good quality reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get that stretch. We've got the frog or jack. Tail for this one. Hands under the shoulders. Low impact. Walk in, walk back, side tap. Do alternating sides. We're gonna get that cardio in there. Plank-O-Rama, almost in. 2-minute warning. Woo! Oh, it's gonna be a great day today. Getting some great exercise. Dialing it in. Don't want to hit it again. I want to feel strong. And then hit it. Got 24 seconds. That's plenty of time. 2 jacks. Remember, low impact. Get it down there. Get that butt down low. In, back. 2 jacks. Woo! Oh, got 13 seconds. 5 seconds. I'm going to get one more in there. Now I'm going to get another one. You got 3, 2, 1. 2-minute warning. Woo! Coming into our side plank. I got tearing up my towel situation there. So we're just ISO holding that side plank. Oh my. Just that hold. Get it up. Squeeze it up. Working with the breath. When you exhale, squeeze that hip up. Use that imaginary sling under your hip. Breathing. Keep those deep breaths coming. 29 seconds. Oh. Get the stretch so that you're not feeling it. Straining your shoulder, your neck's getting all crunchy, and relax out of it. We still have 17 seconds. And that's a good amount of time. And some people start at 5 or 10 seconds. Don't ever have to do anything that's not within your comfort zone. 4, 3, 2. Get that stretch. We got 1 more minute. Oh my. 20-minute Plank-O-Rama. Inhales. Yes. Gotta pump up my PMA here, guys. Pump it up the last minute. ISO hold, big reach up. Drop those shoulders. Look up that arm. We've got our last minute of planks, and it just went by really fast. Working within our great position. The form is tight. You feel things in your neck or your lower back, your shoulders. You should be feeling it in that bottom side. You're lifting up with that exhale. You're taking it to the end. We get 20 seconds. Whole body is shaking right here. Breathing through it. Think those strong thoughts. Think those strong thoughts. Drop those shoulders. 10 seconds. We're there. Breathing and squeezing. 5, 4, 3, and a 2, and a 1, and you're done with your Plank-O-Rama. Oh, remember to stretch. 20 minutes of planks. That was a great idea. Stretching the back a little bit. Oh, get a little spinal flexion and extension. Well, cat camel, I love. And stretch. So yes, 20 minutes of planks. Never expect you to do constant planks for 20 minutes. It's a great chunk of time. Even 8 minutes or 5 minutes is a great chunk of time. Just working on that posture, working on that core. Shoulders stay down, elbows or hands. We always have it directly under the shoulders. We'll do more planks, don't worry. Enjoy your Plank-O-Rama. Peace out.